Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Welcome back to your chemistry class of standard 7. Hope all of you are very well and staying safe by the grace of Almighty Allah. Already I have started a new chapter of your science book, that is chapter 11, and I have taken one class also. Today this is my second lecture of this chapter, and today I will discuss about combustion reaction and photosynthesis process. So let's start the class. At first, combustion reaction. In Bengali we call it Dahan Bikriya. What is combustion reaction? The reaction in which any element or compound, that means any substance, reacts with oxygen, that is atmospheric oxygen, or supplied, and produces different compounds with heat energy is called combustion reaction. That means when any substance reacts with oxygen, here oxygen must be present in this reaction. So when any substance reacts with oxygen and produce different substances with heat energy, that means here heat energy must be produced, is called combustion reaction. Now we will know different types of combustion reaction, and many of these combustion reactions we see in our daily life. Now I will discuss about this type of combustion reaction which are actually occurs in our present life or in our daily life. For example, cooking. This is closely related with our daily life. Cooking is daily happening works in our life, isn't it? So this cooking is also the example of combustion reaction. How do we cook? Using a fuel. It can be natural gas, or it can be coal, straw, wood, isn't it? That means we have to burn any fuel, then it produces heat, and by using that produced heat we cook food. If we use natural gas as fuel, then what type of reaction will occur? Here this substance, this compound's name is methane, and methane is actually the main chemical composition of natural gas. So methane is mainly natural gas, or natural gas is mainly methane. So when this methane is used as fuel during cooking, then this methane reacts with atmospheric oxygen and produces carbon dioxide, water and heat. Carbon dioxide gas, water vapor and heat. These are gaseous substances, carbon dioxide gas and colorless gas. For this we can see this is water vapor is also steam or water vapor is also colorless. For this we just we see there is produces vapor, and there is produced huge amount of heat, and by using this heat energy actually we cook food. So during cooking, when we use natural gas, because in our urban area, in the city, most of the city of our country, actually they are used natural gas as fuel for cooking. For this, actually during cooking this type of combustion reaction occur. Follow here, methane reacts with oxygen. Oxygen is present here, so this reaction is called combustion reaction. And also this is a chemical change. Previous class I have discussed about chemical change. That means all chemical reactions are the example of chemical change. I have said that. So this is also a chemical change. Cooking is the process of chemical change. This similar reaction occurs also in burning of fuel inside the vehicles. You know that our different vehicles such as car, bus, trucks, different vehicles are also used natural gas as fuel. So inside the engine, when they used natural gas as fuel, similar reaction occurs, and also there is produced carbon dioxide gas, water vapor, and also heat energy. And by using this heat energy, actually the engine of vehicle run or moves. So like this way, also inside the vehicles combustion reaction occur. Now we will follow another example. This is burning of coal. If you use for cooking purpose or in another purpose, if you use coal as fuel, then also there is occurring combustion reaction, because here coal is mainly carbon. The main chemical composition of coal is carbon. So what will be the equation of burning of coal? Follow here, carbon, since this is just mainly carbon, this coal is mainly carbon, so carbon reacts with atmospheric oxygen and produce what? Carbon dioxide and heat energy. Since there is not present any hydrogen atom, for this there is not produce any water. Here this is mainly carbon, only carbon. For this carbon combines with oxygen and produce what? Carbon dioxide and heat energy. I hope you understand the combustion. This is also a combustion reaction. I have said any element or compound reacts with oxygen. So this is the element, and in previous examples we have seen another reactant was, that is methane, was compound. Now follow the another example, digestion of food. This is very important and closely related with our daily life. How? Daily we take food, isn't it? We take meal, and 3 times or more times in a day. So actually what will happen with this food, or how or from where we get energy after taking food? You have to know this, and today we will know this. When we will take food through our mouth, then this food is mainly glucose type substance. Glucose is the compound of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So after digestion, this food, the nutrients of that food is absorbed by our body, and also from that glucose, when this glucose burn inside our stomach. How this glucose burn? From where there is present oxygen? Yes, when we inhale, you know that in our respiration system we inhale oxygen gas from air and exhale what? Carbon dioxide gas, isn't it? So when we inhale oxygen, in that through inhalation oxygen is insert in our body, and then when we take food through our mouth, then this glucose type food reacts with this oxygen and produces carbon dioxide gas, water and energy, also heat energy. This energy is also heat energy. So follow the chemical equation of this digestion of food, then it will be clear to you. Follow here, this is glucose which we obtain from food, when reacts with oxygen which we take from air through our nose, then there is produced what? Carbon dioxide, water and energy. This carbon dioxide gas is not necessary for our health. For this we exhale this carbon dioxide gas to the air, and this water is absorbed by our body. You know that almost or around 63% water is present in our body. So our water is absorbed by our body, and this produced energy we use for doing work. For this, if we do not take meal for a long time, then we can't do work with more energy, isn't it? Because our energy level decreasing in that time and we feel weak. Why? Because in that time energy is not produced, and for this we can't do any heavy works and we feel weak. So actually this is the mechanism of digestion of food, and inside our stomach also there is occurring what? Combustion reaction. The combustion or burning of food. Combustion or burning is the same meaning. Combustion or burning of food always occurring inside our stomach, and for this reaction there is produced carbon dioxide gas, water. Carbon dioxide gas we exhale, water is absorbed by our body, and produced energy actually we use for doing different works. So these all are the example of combustion reaction, and obviously these are the example of chemical change. Now follow another most familiar example, and that is burning of candle. In different purposes we lighting candle. So when a candle is lighted, then what is happened? You see, some part of this candle is mainly made of wax, and wax is the compound of carbon and hydrogen. So when a candle is lighted, then some part of this wax is melted, isn't it, due to heat. Follow this picture, then it will be more clear to you. Follow here, some wax is melted, and for this it converted into from solid state to liquid state, solid state to liquid state, and when it cools down again it is coagulated, or again it turns into its solid state. And also at the top of the thread, there is present wax vapor. That means due to heat this liquid or melted wax is converted into wax vapor also. So wax vapor is present where? At the top of the thread. So here we can see, due to heat, solid wax at first turns into liquid wax, and this liquid wax again turns into wax vapor. So here we can see what? The change of physical state. So we can say this part of burning of candle is the physical change, isn't it? Because here the physical state of wax is changed, just changed from solid to liquid, liquid to gas. And beside this also we follow the size of candle is gradually decreasing. The size of candle is gradually decreasing. Why? Because here the materials or chemical substance of this wax, I have said this is the compound of carbon and hydrogen. This chemical substance of this wax reacts with atmospheric oxygen and produces what? Carbon dioxide, water vapor, and heat energy, and also light energy. Following this equation, wax vapor directly reacts with atmospheric oxygen, and since this is the compound of carbon and hydrogen, so carbon combines with oxygen, produces carbon dioxide gas. Hydrogen combines with oxygen, produces water vapor. For this we can see carbon dioxide and water vapor because both are colorless gaseous substance here. So for this, water is actually exist here in gaseous state. For this we can see water, and also produce what? Heat energy. Around the candle you feel hot because there is produced heat, because this is the combustion reaction, and in combustion reaction always heat energy is produced. And here also there is produced light energy, because in a darkened room when we will light candle, then it will make light around us, isn't it? So there is also produced light energy. So this is the actually reaction of burning of candle, and this is also combustion reaction because there is present oxygen gas. So from the burning of candle we can say physical sense and chemical sense both occur. So this type of question in most of the time may come in exam. Both physical and chemical change occurs in the combustion of candle. Explain. So I hope you can explain this answer now. At first you have to say about the physical sense part of this burning of candle. Which part is called physical sense? When the solid wax is just converted into liquid wax and converted into gaseous wax due to heat. This part is actually physical sense part. And when the wax vapor reacts with oxygen and produces carbon dioxide and water vapor and heat and light energy, this part is called chemical change of the burning of candle. So like this way you have to explain this question answer that both physical and chemical change occurs in the combustion of candle. And for this reaction the size of candle is gradually decreases. How? Because wax vapor is gradually through reaction converted into these products, so the amount of wax is decreasing, for this size of candle is decreasing. Now I hope you become totally clear about the burning of candle. Now we will know about photosynthesis process. Photosynthesis process actually the process by which plants prepare their own food. What type of food? Glucose type of food. Glucose and oxygen. So plants prepare their own food, glucose and oxygen, by the reaction of carbon dioxide and water with the help of sunlight is called photosynthesis process. That means this process actually of plants by which it prepares their food. So how photosynthesis processes occur? Follow here. During the daytime, because sunlight is necessary here, this reaction occurs in presence of sunlight. So during daytime a plant absorb water through the root from soil and absorb carbon dioxide gas from air. We know that plants are our friends. Why? Because they absorb carbon dioxide gas. We exhale carbon dioxide gas through our respiration and plants absorb this carbon dioxide gas. For this we are said plants are our friend. So now you understand why plants absorb carbon dioxide? For making their food. So plants absorb carbon dioxide from air and also absorb water from soil through root, and in presence of sunlight, and this sunlight is absorbed by the chlorophyll pigments which are present in these green leaves. So this sunlight absorbed by this chlorophyll and reactions between them and produces what? Glucose and oxygen. And this oxygen they exhausted or exerted through the air, which is our life, because without oxygen we can't survive. So they totally just exhausted or exerted this oxygen gas to the air, and this glucose type substance, is used for the growth of plants. By producing this glucose, this is the plants are growing. Using absorbing this glucose, the plants are growing. here there is written sugar. Actually glucose is the substance of sugar is mainly glucose. So for this there is written sugar, so you just write glucose, no problem. So this is the photosynthesis process. So now you can easily explain how photosynthesis process occur, and the chemical equation of this photosynthesis reaction is this: carbon dioxide reacts with water. You write here formula of water H2O. Carbon dioxide plus water in presence of sunlight produce glucose. This is the formula of glucose and oxygen. You have to write here water, formula of water. So this is the chemical equation of photosynthesis process. So my dear students, I hope you understand clearly my today's lecture, and today up to this, in next class I will discuss about water cycle. So up to that you will try to stay safe. Goodbye.